Karma, the receipt we don't get until later. I want to start with a confession. I believe in karma, not the trendy version, not the quote on a coffee mug kind. I mean the kind that shows up years later, after you've forgotten what you did, but somehow remembers you perfectly. I've done things in my life I'm not proud of. I've hurt people, sometimes knowingly, sometimes carelessly, sometimes by saying nothing when I should have spoken up. And I truly believe karma has paid me a visit for some of those things. So if you're here thinking, yeah, I've got some chapters I don't reread, you're in the right room. Karma isn't a punishment system. It's not the universe sitting in the clouds going, oh, I saw that. Good luck next week. Karma is alignment. It's cause and effect played out over time. You teach the world how to treat you by how you treat others. And more importantly, you teach yourself who you're allowed to become. When you lie often enough, you stop trusting people. When you hurt others, you start expecting harm. When you dismiss people, you slowly become invisible yourself. That's not magic. That's momentum. And momentum always circles back. Here's the part we don't like to talk about. Being sorry doesn't cancel karma. Feeling bad doesn't erase impact. Apologies matter, but they're not a time machine. You can be genuinely remorseful and still owe a lesson. Karma doesn't respond to words. It responds to change. If I hurt someone, apologize, and then repeat the same behavior in a different form, that's not growth. That's just learning how to say sorry better. Karma sticks around until the pattern breaks, not until the guilt fades, until the behavior stops. Most people expect karma to be loud. It's usually quiet. It looks like losing people you assumed would always stay, wanting grace and not receiving it, feeling misunderstood after years of not listening, sitting alone with consequences you once brushed off. Karma often teaches the lesson we refuse to learn gently. And here's the twist. It doesn't show up to destroy you. It shows up to slow you down long enough to ask, are you done being this version of yourself? Good karma isn't a reward program. It's not, I'll do one good thing, now life owes me. Good karma is built quietly. It's built when you choose honesty when lying would be easier, when you take responsibility without explaining yourself, when you stop doing damage even when no one would notice, when you protect others from the version of you that once caused harm. Sometimes the reward isn't success. Sometimes the reward is peace. And sometimes the biggest win is becoming someone who doesn't have to keep looking over their shoulder. If any of this feels personal, good. That means you're aware. You can't undo the past, but you can outgrow it. Paying karmic debt looks like living differently, not just talking differently. Accepting consequences without bitterness, doing the right thing even when no one claps, understanding that forgiveness is a gift, not a requirement. Karma softens when effort becomes consistent, not perfect, consistent. I'll end with this. Karma isn't here to haunt us. It's here to remind us that our actions matter. Every choice leaves a ripple. Every moment is a chance to change direction. If karma can return pain, then it can also return healing. And sometimes the most powerful karma of all is becoming someone who would never again do what you once did without thinking. That's not punishment, that's growth. And that's how the story changes.